Hello.
Hello?
Oh, look at that. How are you doing?
I'm well. I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. We're
Okay.
about to look at the markets, but let
Now
me
I
get
see. Okay.
the.
Now
Gonna have a look. Let's get the intro. Welcome to all the stereo listeners. Welcome to our new YouTube family. Hope you're all well. If you're on YouTube and you have any comments, leave them below, and we will talk about them on the next show. And if you want to join us on stereo, go to the about page and hit the stereo link and come and join us. And on stereo, if you're listening, please ask any questions along the way and we'll be happy to help. Oh, and please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. There you go. I'm getting the hang of it slowly,
okay.
but we'll get used to it. We'll get used to it. It's that the crazy bit at the end. Okay, so look, guys, today what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna look at the markets first, how bad they are. Then we're gonna look at some eco-friendly coins that there are out there, like the top picks for eco-friendly, the ones that will possibly, I think they'll be the ones that will emerge at the end of this, but there are some I've been looking at them all day, so we'll go through some of them and why they're eco-friendly and what's so good about them, and then we'll look at the news. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's go. So okay, I didn't look for the last hour to
Okay.
see how much of a surprise it would be when I did actually look at the markets.
Well,
So
I
here
haven't
we go.
an hour either. Actually, I've been moving around a
Look
lot.
at that. So Bitcoin is back up. It picked back up. It's at 40,522.
Okay.
It was at 36 at one point.
Right.
Ethereum is at 2,898, which is down 15%. Cardano back up actually, went down to $1.66. It's at $1.81.
Oh, so
Dogecoin is back up at 40
this
cents.
Cardano. Yes. All right.
Yeah, XRP is at $1.27. Bitcoin Cash is up as well, really, from up another $100 back up to 855. Litecoin is better, up. When I looked at it an hour ago, it was 206. It's now 225. Solana is at $46.28, still down, and Polygon still over $2 at $2.14. Then we've got VeChain is up 1 cent from the last hour, so it's still down 12 cents, down 21% in 24 hours. Hex is still around the same, 4 or 5 cents. Tron is down to 8 cents, which is 25% down in 24 hours. And as we're going through, let me see where we're at with these. FTX token is, oh man, $43, down 16%. And then we've got Algorand, which is $1.09, which is down 20%. BitTorrent is down 17% at 0.004. Maker is at $4,226, down 12% as well. And then we've got, let's see where we are. We are Revain. Sushi's down as well. I was following Sushi, went all the way up to $19. It's at $16.71, down 17 cents. Be interesting to see where Telcoin is down as well, 27% at 0.003. Decentraland, oh, Decentraland has gone under a
Oh,
dollar at 94 cents now.
Decentraland
Which,
is exactly where it was when I bought it. So disappointed.
yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't lost anything, but it was actually 94 cents when I got it.
Okay, and Holo is at 0.00858, which is down 22%. So look, we're in a let's see. Oh my God, Engine Coin looks like if it was going the other way, it's $1.42, 25% down. Digibyte is down 18% as well. So look, everything is down, but the one good thing is you could tell that in the last hour, some whales have made some purchases of Bitcoin. That's for sure. For the price to be driven up that quickly, it
Yeah,
is
we got
crazy. But I don't think I don't think it's a recovery though,
right.
because I think what it is it's just people and hedge funds taking advantage of the markets being down.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next 24 hours. That'll be a true reflection to see if we're bottoming out, because Bitcoin went down to 36 and up to 40. It'll be interesting to see if it stabilizes and bottoms out at 40, and that's where we're going to build on to go upwards, or if it's going to just drop again. So only time will tell, and hopefully by tomorrow we'll know. I try not to look at the markets today, to be honest. Um, I went and did loads of stuff out and about, which I needed to get done because
Me too.
I thought there's no point. There's no point in watching it because I know a lot of people's portfolios, because of the crash, went down into negatives, and
Oh, have
because
that problem. And I feel for anyone who does actually. Like, I mean, I went negative on certain coins. I'm negative on like BitTorrent and Decentraland and these things, but you know, I'm not really negative in the grand scheme. So I feel for anyone who's in that position. Like that's just unfortunate.
okay, let's see what this is saying.
Afternoon, blockchain Jane. Afternoon, Bitcoin. Would you advise on any coins at this moment in time for if you wanted to make, I don't know, if I put 60, 70 English pounds in to sit on it for a couple of weeks, any coins that would jump out to you right now that look like a good buy?
Yeah, I'd be definitely be buying crypto.com. For your biggest return, I'd be buying crypto.com, I'd be buying VeChain, all of the lower value ones, I'd be buying Tron. They'll give you the biggest gains. So there's just three of them. And as you'd go through, I'd be looking for the ones which have XRP. Doge is still around 40 cents, so I'm not too concerned about where that's at. But the lower value coins would be what I'd be looking to get into right now. So yeah, just looking at it, VeChain is a definite because that's down at 11. But again, I would just hang fire with purchasing anything until we know there's a bottom. That's all I would say, because this will be the issue and the mistake people will make. People will see Bitcoin went down to 36 and then now it's at 40. They'll be like, it's on the way back up. And then
Right.
they'll buy
Buy
when,
it and it drop
and it
again.
might, yeah, it might go down. So you need to be in a position where we know we're at the bottom of it and it's in recovery mode, and then it's time to get in. But you just got to be careful at what price you're buying in at, because VeChain did go lower than where it's at now, and I think maybe we'll see tomorrow where it's at, and we'll have a better idea of what's happening. So if the market begins to stabilize tomorrow and it's still everything stays at roughly around the same price as it is now, then it means there's going to be another breakout, which will most probably be in the up direction. The only thing we haven't got on our side is today is Wednesday, and then we've got Thursday, Friday, and Friday is when hedge funds close their positions. So if the market's going to do what it's going to do, and there's another sell-off at the end of the week, then it could be a bit of a tricky one. So it's better just to hang fire, and we'll see where we're at tomorrow. I wouldn't recommend buying anything right now, because I think it's going to fall unless it's like a new crypto you're getting into where it's pretty low anyway. But not if you're buying something now, because you could possibly get it at a lower price if you just hold on a little while. That's all. Okay, so I've been looking in. Let me get this up. I was looking. We're going to quickly talk about these coins because I promised everyone this morning. So I was looking at these cryptocurrencies. They're all different prices, but the ones I seem to find that are eco-friendly coins that everyone talks about. And let me tell you, at the top of the list is Cardano. Is every single one of them. So Cardano we all hold anyway.
Right. I got
So
some.
what I was looking for was of stake, proof of stake coins. So the next one was 1 minute. Let me bring it up. Okay, so here you go. So it came up here. It is. There's one called EcoCoin. Um, Eco as an ECO coin. It says Eco coin is a coin that fits in the above definition of carbon coin rather neatly. The project aims to reward action that improves the environment. The intention is to become a global digital currency. This is a wonderful idea on the surface, but I like to take a look at any new project form and perspectives of pragmatism. One problem is that EcoCoin will have to solve in order to make their project a success is the Oracle problem, connecting the real world to blockchains. This is not a problem that is unique to EcoCoin. Many blockchain projects face this problem. So that's one coin that is doing something for the environment that I've seen. The other one, again, Cardano was top of the list. That was in the second place. Then Solar Coin was in third place, and it says Meet Solar Coin, a project that mints one solar coin for each megawatt hour generated using solar technology. The reason why I like this project is because they've oracleized the creation of new tokens. The oracleization process involves uploading paper documentation supporting the fact that you've generated this energy. Eventually, I can see integrated Internet of Things devices attached directly to the solar panels. The problem of people manipulating these devices still exists, but I'm confident that the innovation of oracleization can fix this problem in the future. Then at the bottom of the list was the Power Ledger, but Power Ledger I've heard about it before, and the coin doesn't excite me. It's been around for 4 or 5 years, so it's not going to give a massive return. But there was a couple of them because what I did was I went through loads of different places to see what people were saying, and I was looking at the ones that were mentioned the most. So there's one called Chia Coin, CHIA, Chia Coin, which was one that was mentioned quite a lot as well. Cardano again was in there, and okay, so this one was a bit surprising to me. Stellar and Polkadot were mentioned as well, and it says Stellar XLM was released in 2014, forking off from Ripple, with the goal of bridging the gap between traditional finance institutions and digital currencies. Stellar doesn't charge institutions or individuals for using the network and is increasingly seen as a serious alternative to PayPal as it enables faster and easier and more cost effective cross asset and cross border transactions. Stellar is operated by Stellar Development Foundation, a non-profit organization. It's got its start with funding from Stripe, the payment startup, along with donations from BlackRock, Google, and Fast Forward, the deductible public donation fund, the network's operating costs and other market cap lumens, and the removal of inflation standard demonstrates that the SDF is looking to maintain the network and enables easy, accessible, low cost border payments rather than making a quick buck and massive gains in the price of lumens. So again, it says that these places, they don't use a lot of electric, and there was one coin that doesn't even use anything to mine it. So it's generated in another way. Let me just find that one actually, because I did want to talk about that because that sounded exciting. It doesn't use any I managed to only find one that doesn't use any electric. Let me get it up.
Doesn't use any electric.
No, it's mined in a different way.
Okay.
One second.
Very curious to know what that is.
And I bet I don't find it now. That's the thing.
Well, in the meantime, I actually, just for a self-care sort of thing, I have been peaking a little bit, but I've had to force myself, stay away, don't worry, it's okay. Like, this is a possibility, it can happen. And again, I don't have anything that, I don't have my rent money in there. I don't have a car note money in there, So I'm concerned about my profits, but it's not going to break me if I lost everything that I had in my portfolio,
Cool. I found it.
Oh, good.
Okay, here we go. It is called Nano. Nano. And it's got a thing. Let me read it. Oh, don't do this now.
The other day, I had no idea it was one of those. Okay.
Okay, one sec. Let me go back. Okay, so here we go. So it is. Oh, don't do this.
Let's see.
Okay, hold on. I got it. Here we go. Okay, it says explicitly billed as an eco-friendly currency. Nano has no mining or minting or printing and uses a lightweight proof of work model which reportedly takes just seconds to process a transaction on a typical consumer PC without the need for heavy-duty mining, rigs, and top-end GPUs. Nano is billed as a cleaner alternative to the likes of Bitcoin and Ethereum. In the wake of Tesla's announcement, investors are buying the argument. The price of Nano has almost doubled in 24 hours. And the other coin I was saying was called Chia, XCH. And it says, the newly launched Chia, created by BitTorrent inventor Bram Cohen, puts a spin on the familiar proof of work formula. Its proof of space and time model uses storage space on your computer to establish plots and cryptographic numbers and farm them as the network runs. It's one of the new hottest coins to mine, given that you don't need an expensive, high-powered GPU to participate. But watch out, farming Chia could bury through some entry-level consumer SSDs in a matter of weeks. And then again, Cardano, we spoke about Polkadot, and then Stellar, we've spoken about. Yeah, and those were the ones, just those coins, literally in every single article I read, those coins were mentioned. There were some other ones. I looked into what they were, and there was nothing really interesting about them. They've been around, so I was looking for the new ones that have come out, which have they're low value. So those are the coins, and it's up to you what you do with that information. But I'm watching the price of them, and I'm going to buy some when the dip finishes and we start to make a recovery, because I think that people will be turning to them. And don't get me wrong, I think that there will be the normal coins will still go back up in value. No one is going to dump them, but I think there will be a new wave around eco coins. But the reason I say that was just alone, I worked out now there was 126 articles published about eco-friendly coins. 126. And I think that if that's anything to go by, usually it is when it comes to something new that's coming up. I think that we're going to see a wave when the market recovers with these cryptos booming. Might not be long term, but might be worth a short term investment. And if the price is low enough, it might be worth getting in and then getting out and making yourself a bit of money while the wave happens. Yeah, so that was all I found really. Those were the coins, and they're the ones. Just go and read the white papers for yourselves. Have a look into them and see what you think. Let's play these bubbles.
Yeah, I read that too. The coin that's not, it's mined in a different way. I thought that was very interesting. So I'm glad you're recapping on that.
Yeah, Nano, yeah. And I like the one that's solar. Solar's the one that excites me the most. That it says that you can generate the coin by proving that you can generate electricity using solar power. That's all you need to do. You might as well ring up one of those guys, get them to come and put them solar panels on your roof and start mining. And if people ask you what you do, say, no, I'm not doing it for the environment. I'm just doing it to get some solar coin. So that's what you're doing it for. So here's Faz.
Good afternoon, Blockchain Jane. Good afternoon, Bitcoin Boxer. Just got a question, a bit off topic. Was we given sort of like a false sense of security within the cryptocurrency markets? In the last few months, we've been spoiled really with all the prices just keeps going up and up and up. And obviously now it's slowed down a bit. What should we be expecting, going forwards? And yeah, was it sort of like a false sense of security?
Blockchain Jay, what do you think?
I can see what you're saying, Faz. Like, because I've actually been just the last 2 months like wowed by the numbers, particularly in terms of Ethereum and Bitcoin. I don't know that I haven't ever really felt like I'm just secure and this is the thing to do or whatever. I've always been sort of aware that this is a volatile thing, but if you're paying attention, you can make money. So I don't know. I think maybe the average person coming in, I could see why you would say that. But I think just for me, just knowing like this, we don't know where this is going. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting thing, but I see where he's coming from with that. I don't know. What do you think, Bitcoin?
Well, yeah, I think he's right. I think for new investors, we have been spoiled. Like, I think we all been spoiled. I think, and this is where we need these things to happen so that we can appreciate when things are going right. And I think we were treated to like a massive bull run where everything was going up, 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 and up. And I knew something was going to happen with Ethereum, but I don't think anyone knew how bad it was going to be. And it has been pretty bad. $1 trillion has been taken off the crypto market. $1 trillion in 24 hours. That's a ridiculous amount of money. Just 1 trillion gone.
Right.
Like, so I think, yeah, we were spoiled because we just had everything going up, up, and up, and up. So we need to appreciate the ups, and we need to be patient when things are down. And right now, all I will say is that we need to be patient. I don't want to go into it. We know what happened with China. If you didn't catch that show, please go and watch the previous show. But we need to be patient and wait for it to bottom out. And when it bottoms out, if you've got some spare money, then buy it and watch it go up, and you'll make yourself an absolute killing. And this is the way I was thinking to put it to you. If I could give you a time machine, if I had said to you 2 weeks ago, if I could give you a time machine and you could go back and the price of Bitcoin was at like 40k and you could buy it at that price, would you do it? Everyone would have said yes. And that's how you got to think of it, that the market will build back up again. Because with crypto, there's no holding it back, because it's not like stocks and shares. It's not like there's new people flooding to the stocks and shares market every day. So with crypto, there's more and more people flooding to it every single day because there's so much press about it. So
Right.
I think that we will definitely see the market going back up. I don't think there will be any concern with regards to it staying down. Like I said, even when Sayuri Queen said to me the other day, the market she read somewhere or someone said that it could go down to 30 or like in 20s. I didn't think it would even get near to where it is now. Like when it went down to 36, I got to admit, I thought to myself, oh my God, she's got a crystal ball. Maybe she should be the one telling us what to buy. But it's gone back up to 40k. I think that it will go down a little bit more. It'll just be interesting. The next 24 hours is the most important part, and that will give us an idea of if we've bottomed out. But I wouldn't be buying anything right now. I would just be waiting to see if the price goes down. Because the only problem, like I said on the earlier show, is if you buy now and the price falls more, even if it gains profit afterwards, you're still going to be in the red. So it's better to hang fire and just wait till it totally bottoms out, and then hopefully you could get in at a crazier price.
Right.
Blockchain Jade.
Yeah. I I don't know. I didn't think it would go the way that it's going now, but I always was aware that there was a possibility. I guess because of all the factors in play right now between this guy and then China, but it's particularly with China that is the one that is the most concerning. And so considering that, I've been thinking about it today. I'm like, yeah, it might jam things up a little bit for a while, but China ain't stopping this flow. China can't stop crypto, you know. So for me, like I keep going back to that part, and I'm just using I'm using that to not like freak out and like pull out all my profit now, because I feel like, yeah, it's volatile. I'm in the red with several of my coins actually right now, but so is everyone else. And I guess ultimately I believe in the technology that is cryptography. I think it is the future. I think people always struggle against the future. We talked about this yesterday, and I think that's what we're seeing. So, so I'm not someone who's like, oh man, this is too risky or what. I know the risks, so and I'm willing to take those risks. And if I lose on some of those risks, fine. But I also know that this too shall pass. So there'll be some wins as well. So that's there's a balance to everything, not just in the investing realm, but just in life in general. So I'm choosing to look at it that way.
Okay, cool. Okay, let me see if there's anything in the news, and then we will ask. Guys, if you've got any questions, please ask. Anything you're not sure about or you're worried about, please feel free to ask. Don't hold back. I know most of you have called me today, but if you please ask if you are unsure about anything at all. Okay, so let me see what it says here. Bitcoin falls further as China cracks down on. Okay, here you go. So this is from the BBC, which is from.
While, but China ain't stopping this flow. China can't stop crypto. You know. So for me, like.
After Carmaker. Okay, no, we've already talked about that. It's just a different article on the same thing. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay, Bitcoin plunges amid crypto sell-off. Inflation worries hits. Okay, this is a new one. This is from The Guardian. And this says Bitcoin plunges amid crypto sell-off as inflation worries hit markets and business life. So okay, it says Bitcoin back at 40k. Speaking of volatile, Bitcoin has now jumped back to 40k, taking its daily losses to below 10% in a day of remarkable swings. And then it says the threat of clampdown in China means Bitcoin will remain volatile, predicts Sheila Warren, deputy head of the World Economic Forum. And it says Matt Weller of Forex points out that Bitcoin has been through several slumps in the past. As the charts below show, Bitcoin saw 7 separate minus 30% pullbacks. And then it says, as such, Weller is skeptical that the confluence of the bearish news and horrendous price action will mark the end of Bitcoin, but the market will recover, and this is known as the crypto winter. Here is a chart showing how Bitcoin slumped dramatically a few hours ago and then bounced right back to 40,000. Many hedge funds were hit as they were trying to take advantage of the slump, thinking to short the position. Many hedge funds lost billions trying to short it. So that's kind of cool. I'm glad those hedge funds that were shorting it did lose some money. It'll teach them to stay away from it. Okay, so look, I think no one's worried about it. Everyone's like, just where's the bottom? We'll buy back in at the bottom, but I don't think 40 is the bottom. So we'll see tomorrow morning what it is. But me personally, I would just keep an eye on it. And if you are interested in buying some, make sure you buy it at the lowest price possible. 40 is pretty low, but I think that you could get in lower because it did go to 36. And I think just because some whales bought something, if the people keep selling, the price will go down further. So just keep an eye on it if you do want to get in. And like I said, when it does bottom out, just please try and take advantage of it and buy yourself some of the lower value coins so that they will, when they bounce back up, you can make yourself about 300-400% profit. And that's why I'm saying the lower value coins and not the bigger value, because the lower value ones will give you a bigger return. And most of the time, I think sometimes when everything falls like it does, it's quite easy to pick some coins because no matter what coin you really pick, it will go back up because it's fallen such a big amount. So, but just stick to the ones that are more well known, and you should be okay. And again, that's not for long term. That's just to make your profit, get your profit out, and then build back up. Okay, let's see what this bubble's saying.
Great show again, but I need to head out. So yeah, look forward to the quiz tomorrow night, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.
Thank you, Machi. So if there's no more questions, we're going to wrap it up. I know the show earlier on was like about 45 to 50 minutes, so I'm going to keep this one short because there isn't anything in the news. We've spoken about the eco-friendly coins, and the market is where it is, which we've discussed. So a massive thank you to all the stereo listeners for chiming in and the Blue Hat family, and a massive thank you to all of you on YouTube that are watching this. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you enjoy, and if there's anything you'd like us to discuss on the next show, please leave a comment. Blockchain James, you got anything to say to the guys?
Well, I'm just gonna go and do my little research on these eco-friendly coins because I feel like, considering everything that we've been addressing and dealing with the past week or two, this is a really important thing. And for me, it's like we have to change with the wave on a certain level when we're dealing with this crypto thing and this new technology. So I really appreciate you doing a bit of research and giving me something to start focusing in on, because I feel like it can be a little overwhelming. I heard somebody say there's like 9,000 coins or something. So just to have
Yeah.
a few to kind of be able to focus in on, that's what I'm going to be doing like the next day or so, and just, relaxing. And so thanks guys for coming in, listening to what we had to say, and we will see you in the morning.
Let's pop these bubbles from these guys.
Oh, Blockchain Jane. I love the intros to the YouTube videos. Very good.
Thank you.
Grand Rising Blockchain Jane. Grand Rising Bitcoin Boxer. Looks like Bitcoin got down into 38,000. So it did go down into the 30s like I thought.
Yeah, I did. I said that. I said you were the only person that said it. I said I didn't believe that it was going to happen, but it happened. It happened, and I said it earlier. You were right.
Morning. Just want to add, now we see why so many billions of pounds on short contracts was taken out. These hedge funds or these institutes obviously knew there was serious news coming out of China, right?
Yeah, I think he's right.
Yeah, I think you're right. They would have known. Someone would have leaked it. Someone would have said to people, because you got to remember these hedge funds have got billions, so they're ready for taking. They're ready for taking action before the markets turn. They're not silly. They've got so much money they can get information before we even smell it. They're very, very, and this is where those short positions have made them. They're most probably jumping up and down and popping dom and doing loads of craziness because they made an absolute killing from all those short contracts. And well, I said they made it. They're still making a killing. It's only when they close it. So I think that hopefully we will see a bottom at some point, but right now I don't see it. And as the Yuri Queen said last time that we could see the 30s, well, I'm hoping it doesn't go below 30 into the 20s. And
Right.
that's the bit that concerns me, because all it's going to take now is for someone to bring out another article on top of another article on top of another article on top of another article, and it will push down. Don't get me wrong, Bitcoin isn't going nowhere. Bitcoin is going to be back up, but I just want to know where the bottom is so I can get everything ready and put some buy orders in so I can buy back in at such a low rate and make an absolute killing out of it.
Right.
So if someone could say to you, if the price of Bitcoin went below 30 and someone said to you at 64, what would you do if the price of Bitcoin went below 30? Everyone would say, I would buy back in at that price. And that's, I'm looking to buy back in, but I don't want to buy back in. I don't want my money just sitting there waiting for it to go down further and then climb back up. I want to buy it at the bottom of it. And that's what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find when the bottom is going to be. But at the moment, I think everybody is having trouble saying where that bottom is. There's so many, it's such a wide range that people are choosing that it's hard to look at it. And I can't, from all my time looking and predicting charts, the way that the price of Bitcoin has gone down this time, it's hard for me to even say, because usually it will go down in a spike and I'll be able to get it. It will go down in that gradual downtrend. But this time it's been a spike, a downtrend, a spike. So I don't know what to think at the moment. I'm going to keep monitoring it for the rest of the day and see if I can get some sort of pattern and see if I can work it out. But right now, I can't see a bottom. And the only reason I'm saying that, when I said I want to see a bottom, because I want to buy more. I'm not selling anything. I just want to buy more of everything. So like I said, proof of stake coins is what I'm looking into to buy today. And I'll be putting up a list of proof of stake coins that I want you guys to watch out for. And I'm going to be putting up on the Discord channel later today. And I'll be talking about in the next show at 5. And these will be the coins that when the market does begin to recover, you want to look into. These are the eco-friendly coins. That will be the ones that people will be turning to. So you already know one, which you should be holding, which is Cardano. The second one, which you need to be looking at, is Algorand, and I'm going to be finding some more later on. I didn't have time to go through and search a lot of them, but Algorand is another one. And on the 5 o'clock show, I'll be giving a list of all of the proof of stake coins that are eco-friendly, that ones that I think you'll be, which will be popping off when the market recovers. Okay, let's pop this bubble.
So when I was going through some of the information posted in the Discord group and all the other channels, I was like, why are these guys doing this? Like, do they really want to lose all this money, pouring all those billions on short positions? And I just could not understand. I really could not understand. Well, they obviously knew something I didn't know. You know? Goodness. So, what's the best step from here? You know, how do we go forward from here, from this position?
Yeah, we wait. Don't buy into anything yet. Wait. Let's wait for the dip to happen. If you're holding that, what you're holding, I wouldn't be worried. The market is going to recover. It's not going to not recover. But if you're looking to buy right now, there's two things. One is, I think what will emerge from this are proof of stake coins, and that seems to be the general consensus across most of the platforms I'm on, most of the newspapers, crypto news outlets. They're all saying the same thing. I think that that will be which direction people will be going down, and I think most businesses will want to be, especially with going towards the whole being carbon friendly, neutral, EV cars, all of that, crypto will need to follow suit. And with regards to the electricity, proof of stake coin, don't get me wrong, Bitcoin, all of this will still continue to go up. It'll be, nothing is going to change with that. But for the lower altcoins, you could make an absolute killing by getting into the low proof of stake coins. But again, I'll find some low value ones for the 5 o'clock show. And the next step, hold on. Don't do anything. Just keep watching. And we're just waiting for a bottom. And
Right.
when the bottom comes, then we will make a decision on the best way to go forward. But right now, as we've seen over the last, yesterday we were down 5 to 7%. The day before 7 to 8%. Today 15 to 20%. Who knows? This is why crypto is so crazy. It's so volatile that
Look,
it's so hard to predict. And
look,
when Sayuri Queen said to me the other day, sorry, Dr. When Sayuri Queen said to me the other day that it's going to go to 30. I was like, what? And she was like, oh, I read it. It said it. And I was like, what? No way. And I thought it was just going to be some sort of recovery. And then all of a sudden, one thing after another thing has just pushed it down. And it's really nuts.
right. Well, I just got a notification on Twitter about Mr. Elon Musk. He tweeted yesterday, I guess, last evening, a photograph. It's just like, it just says Starbase, which I've just learned is another cryptocurrency. So he's still playing games, I see. But what's interesting about the tweet is this. I'm looking at the replies to the tweet, and people are smoking hot mad. They're pissed. Some guy just tweeted, I just lost 20,000 from today's market. Someone else tweeted, believe me, because of you, I am at a loss and unable to pay my house rent. I do not even say my shop rent, and I have made payments. You have literally ruined me. Actually, I'm looking through this guy's Twitter feed under this photo, and I'm realizing a couple things. Like, he's playing a game. He's a billionaire. People, I mean, it's really disturbing what he's doing. But also, people should not be posting. When I read that guy's reply, people should not be investing what they cannot afford to lose. That is the one thing I want to stress. Like, you can make money doing this, but like, it is so volatile, and no one should come into it thinking this is a safe bet. It is not. Do not invest what you cannot afford to lose. But this guy, he's just messy, a whole other level of messy. And he don't care. People out here thinking he's for the people. He's not. He's for Elon Musk. You know. So that was my little rant.
I could think of another rap for him, and it begins with B and ends in D, and begins in C and ends in T.
Yeah, like this is it's not nice, but I mean, personally, some of my other coins, I'm definitely my portfolio is down across the board. However, I'm still up with Ethereum, like way up with Ethereum and Bitcoin. So I don't know. I'm annoyed and slightly worried. This thing with China is probably more worrisome to me, actually way more worrisome than the Elon Musk thing, because it's yet another, like in the space of a month or 2 months, we have three governments, India, Turkey, and now China again, with this whole idea of banning cryptocurrencies. So I think that is not going to lend any help with the trust of the markets. That's pretty concerning.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Look, I appreciate everyone's busy. We're coming up to 50 minutes, so please ask any questions you have. While you're doing that, let me wrap it up. Let's not do anything crazy. Let's hold on. Let's see where the bottom is. I'm going to look into some proof of stake coins, which are the eco-friendly ones, which people will most probably be buying a lot of, which will hopefully be able to get into them early and make an absolute killing. I'll talk about them on the 5 o'clock show. Also, a big thank you to all of you for coming and listening on stereo. And if you're listening on YouTube, please make sure you give us a thumbs up and make sure you leave a comment to let us know what you think about what's happening and how crazy the market is today. And if you have any other questions, please leave them in the comment. If you want to join us on stereo, we put the link in the about page of the YouTube channel. Please go and smash that and you'll be able to interact with us live on these shows. A massive thank you to the YouTube family and a massive thank you to the Blue Hat family for chiming in. And yeah, apart from that, just a quick note. Please, for the Blue Hat family, we have Dave and Sam's wedding this weekend, which is going to be crazy, which is 4 p.m. Eastern time on stereo. Please put that in your diaries. It's going to be a crazy, crazy event. And then the reception will be on Discord after. So if there's no more questions, Blockchain Jane, have you got anything else to say before we wrap it up?
No, I think that's good, and we'll see what's going on later this afternoon. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So guys, we'll see you at 5 o'clock. Thank you for joining us. Sending out lots of love to all of you. Thank you, guys.
Bye bye.